Okay, Dr. Elkiter, I think it's time to show you something. You've come just in time. How well is the illustrated handbook pet compiled? Which? Let me have a look for you. The recent completion about of illustrated handbook pet. Found pet 151. Catch pet 151. The evolution of Dr. Elkiter. Congratulate on your finally finishing the illustrated handbook. Hurrah! And that's basically all we get. From him, anyway. But yeah, I completed the illustrated handbook through entirely unlegitimate means, and I'm going to, now, as a sort of capstone for this entire thing, do a reading of the full illustrated handbook, including what we've seen already and what we haven't. Just so this is sort of just everything included, you know? We'll start with Incon. Incon, the seed pocket monster, is on the back of the plant from the time it was born, and is fostered to become gradually larger and larger. Fushi, the seed Pokemon. There is a flower bud on the back which absorbs nutrients and blooms a large flower. Flower, the relaxed pocket monster. Shadow, the lizard Pokemon, burns the fire on the tail from the time it was born and ends its life as the fire burns out. Lizar, the smoke Pokemon, knocks the opponent down with tail and tears the opponent into pieces with sharp claws. Lizar, the smoke Pokemon, flies with wings above the ground 1,400 meters and sprays high-temperature flames. Torto, the shell Pokemon. Its long neck draws back the shell comfortably and emits out water. Carmi, the tortoise Pokemon, is liked by man as a pet whose tail covered by hair is a sign of long life. Carmi, the crust Pokemon, can press his heavy body on the opponent's body to make it choking. Its body can hide into the crust when meeting a danger. Catap, the worm Pokemon, has a green skin and exuviates several times and then vomits out silk to build a cocoon before becoming an adult. Talan, the cocoon Pokemon, is surrounded by a shabby outer but soft inner crust that can't bear the strong attack. Nature, the butterfly Pokemon, flies in the sky even on a rainy day whose wings are preserved by water undissolved scales. Beetle, the insect Pokemon, lives and rests in the woods or grass with a sharp, poisonous needle about 5 centimeters long on the head. Teach, the cocoon Pokemon, is an unmovable state before to become an adult. Vangu, the wasp, is a social insect or exists in a colony that flies to and fro at a fast speed and stings by its poisonous needle in the presumably abdomen. Bobo, the bird, dislikes fighting, hides in the grass, can catch insects and alike. Bicho, the bird. Its talons are well developed and hold the food bait to the nest outside 100 kilometers. Bicte, the bird, flies to and fro in the sky with its beautiful wings to threaten opponent. Kalar, the mouse, has long and sharp tooth which always grows up by bit, biting off or shaving off the hard objects, swims with 3 toe webs in the lake. Lart, the mouse, swims with 3 toe webs in the lake. Machi, the bird, is very busy and flies everywhere. No much strength, but it is difficult to deal with when parroting. Drill, the rock, can fly in succession in the sky with his giant wings, no problem to fly whole a day. Parton, the snake, lives and rests in the grass by stretching out its tongue to feel danger around. Arbor, the cobra, has some figures on the abdomen, enough to frighten a weak opponent to flee as fast as possible. Beacock, the mouse, has small electronic pockets beside two laterals of the chin, and emits electricity when meeting a danger. White, the mouse, can emit 100,000 volt of electricity if touches it carelessly. Even an Indian elephant can die. Desert, the mouse, lives in a hole on the superficial soil and becomes round to preserve himself when meeting a danger. Sandwich, the mouse, is fond of running to and fro to attack opponents by needles on the back and by sharp paws. Nitr, the needle Pokemon. The power is strong even though it's small. The female's horn is smaller. Be careful. Linnea, the needle Pokemon, has a gentle nature of female but has a force to make opponent puzzle by producing a supersonic wave from the mouth. Queen, the drillor Pokemon, is very hard. His body is full of scales like needles. These needles can stand upside down when excited. Nitr, the needle Pokemon. The ears become large when hearing sound far away. Poisonous needle is exploded when getting angry and move like flying. Lighten, the needle Pokemon, punctures diamond by brandishing well-developed horn when having an angry, easily temper. Delan, the drillor Pokemon, has a hard skin like a stone and has a long poisonous horn. Be careful. Pee-pee, the monster, is very lovely and is welcome like a pet, but only not be easily found. Bix, the demon, has sharp ears to distinguish a needle-dropping sound clearly from a 1 kilometer distance far. Adver, the fox, is a boy with 6 beautiful tails. The number of tails still can increase after he grows up. Exhaw, the fox, has 9 long tails. Yellow hairs are like lightning. It is said to live for 1,000 years. Putty, the balloon, entices others to enter into with large round eyes and sings comfortable songs to let opponents sleep. Bookly, the balloon, has hairs very soft and very smooth. The hairs that make people relaxed and happy are high-grade products. Papan, the bat, has 2 blind eyes but can fly to and fro in the dark by means of the supersonic wave produced from the mouth. Gaolu, the bat, is a vampire who bites by sharp teeth and sucks blood 300 cc once a time. Unide, grass, alias walkable, is said to grow 300 meters with its 2 roots at the night. Or said to go 300. Stink, grass. The pistol gives out a stink which spreads 2 kilometers far to make man died. Flower, is the largest one in the world whose pollen spreads everywhere like a ghost to induce human get allergy. Wisdo, mushroom, is called Chinese caterpillar fungus living on the back of insects. Now the man-cultivated mushroom can also grow well. Each, mushroom, emits poisonous bacteria from its umbrella which, in China, may use as a Chinese medicine. Ricin, insect. The eyes move and work as a radar and emit light even in the dark. Morph, moth, emits acute poisonous powder when beating its wings, on which covered by scaled powder is coat hairs on all the body and extreme. Degud, mole, moves under shallow ground and is easily found according to oozed soil pile after its hole digging. Pipel, mole, digs underground and attacks from a place neglected by opponent. Nis, owl, only sleeps in daytime but opens lightning eyes at night and flies to and fro within a delimited range. Percy, cat, changes his mood quickly and puts up his tail to prepare to attack. Kedar, duck, always is troubled by headache and uses an inconceivable force when headache is seriously. Gaolu, duck, is fond of swimming by web of the feet in lakes with a beautiful pose. Monkey, the body is very light, but the nature is ferocious, especially when it's getting angry. Angry, is always angry and follows opponent wherever he flees. Guard, a dog, is reluctant to leave the host, is very honest to the host when meeting an enemy, can rush up to bite and exile it. Boast, legend. The pocket monster in Chinese legends could run with an astonishing speed. Soft, tadpole. The black skin is thin, wet and slick. Parts of internal organs are transparent. It looks like a whirlpool. Soft G, tadpole. Lives on the land with 2 well-developed legs, but likes living in the water. Soft M, tadpole. Is fond of swimming such as butterfly stroke and freestyle at a speed that any Olympic competitor can't catch up. Keki, willpower. Sleeps hours a day and has various super abilities even during snoring sleep. Yugal, willpower. One morning, someday, super ability juvenile awoke from the bed and became absorbed. State, willpower. Dislikes body skills, but uses super ability freely and knock down the opponent. Wan Li, force. Is only in size of a child, but all the body is full of muscle. It can throw 100 adults out. Gulick, force. Has a giant and heavy body to help transporting, but never to become fatigue. Stran, force. Boxes 1,000 times in 2 seconds with its 4 well-developed arms, is fond of sing by web of the feet in lakes with a beautiful pose. Stame, flower. Has pistil and stamen like human's face. Ball, insect. Is a mower to cut off its opponent by its saliva, which is vomited from the mouth to dissolve everything. Bottle, insect. Induces whoever goes into its mouth by its fragrance like honey and dissolves the victim by its magic saliva. Jelly, jellyfish. Is transparent like crystal. It can emit an inconceivable light from its eyeballs. Aeneas, jellyfish. Has tentacles freely moving that stings and emits poison to make the body of victim painful. Stone, rock. Is used to play a stone throw game because of its round shape to be caught easily. Galan, rock. Often falls and rolls when going on the downward slope. Kolam, cobra. Exuviating takes place once a year and each time becomes larger after casting off a skin hard like a bullet in board. Squirrel, mammoth. Has a light body but has a forceful leg power that jumps over the Tokyo Tower by only 1 trial jump. Gallop, mammoth. Burns and runs at a speed the same as new main line, even at the highest speed per hour, 240 kilometers. Yadon, loris. Always is dull, you don't know what he is thinking, he is fond of catching bait by tail. Yater, Yadon. His tail was bitten by Zoluda when going to seaside to fetch fishing bait and thus become one like you see now. Or one you see like now. Coil, magnet. Produces electromagnetic waves from the constitution surroundings while floating and moving in the sky. Circle, electrize. Arrow, blurnt green, Z tilde YB \C W musical note SX musical note XE X musical note X colon, not colon, caret, tilde D ZS square tilde QB bracket NS \thing bracket Y open period. Oppone, hunt bird. Kuko, twin bird. Was found in a sudden mutation. It is a 2-headed pocket monster that can run at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour. Dodal, bird, is a precious animal difficult to find which has 3 heads to show joy, sorrow, and angry, respectively. Bark, sea lion, is covered by watercolored body hairs and is active even at negative 40 degrees Celsius because of very thick and hard skin. Butte, polar bear, is covered by white hairs on all the body and extremely antifreezes, even that the colder the weather is, the stronger it is. Stick, sticky mud, is a daub irradiated by X-rays from the moon. He likes dirty things. Stick, sticky dirt, oozes from ground unawares and threatens the careless victim by its acute poison. Bag, red gem, is covered by a crust harder than diamond, but its inner is unexpectedly soft. Pearl has a crust harder even not be destroyed by a napalm bomb, and only opens it up at an attacking time. Ghost, gas, a thin and light creature like gas. He can make an Indian elephant fall down within 2 seconds when surrounding it. Ghost, gas station. There exists nobody in the dark, but there always should be a ghost seeing. Yuhua, shadow. It appears in the dark when lives died in the mountain. Yiwa, pangolin, lives in earth, can dig tunnel underground at a speed of kilometers per hour, and looks for food while digging. Silip, hypnosis, are offsprings of a mammal called tapir, and are said to be able to eat, dream, and to be fond of hypnotism. Slip, hypnosis, is a Hiwat man who always goes carrying a subject like a pendulum and wants to hypnotize child and guide the victim to go. Club, river crab, is found near the seaside. Even though its large pincers are broken off, it can also regenerate out new ones. Cobra, clippers, is a hard scissors with a driving force 10,000 horsepower, but moves so unconventionally because of too big size. Maybe, ball, is an identified creature. It can sound disagreeable chirps, and also has some sudden self-explosion behaviors. Malum, ball, is response even to a little stimulus to explode, and threatens Pilpe only by its nickname Bomb's Bomb. Over, egg, likes what an egg is, but exactly like seed of plant. All people know it is a creature. Naxi, coconut, is called walking tropical forest. Each fruit has its own face, and each has its own consciousness. Haha, lonely. Haha, bone-liking, has a small and weak body, but becomes ferocious after using bones. Wetlow, kick. The feet can stretch out and draw back freely, even can kick an opponent far from. Shrim, boxing. The soul of boxer is adhered to it, and the speed of boxing is faster than new main line. Bellow, tongue, is twice higher than the body. It can rotate like a hand when taking food or attacking. Dejas, gas, is full of acute poisonous gas in this thin body like a balloon, and gives a stink when being close to. Poiso, gas, is a scarce Siamese twins or one with another attached at a sudden mutation. Sipho, splinter. The brain is dull, but the body is strong. It can break the skyscraper to pieces with its body smash up. Sedan, drill ore. After evolution, only foot can stand up. If Zeba is tired, he can also drill a hole in the rock. Good, egg. Lays several tasty and nutrient eggs each day. Bangle, rattan. Blue trailing plant, can't see the true face of twining each other, can twine something close to. Lular, father-son. Put the baby into the stomach of the female to foster, thus he is fond of boxing in succession. Tarch, dragon. Twists himself circles one after another like a spring, and balances himself by tail as well as sprays ink from the mouth. Cedar, dragon, is full of splinters on the body. If touch it or stung by it carelessly, you should die. Moon, whale, has well-developed dorsal fin and pectoral fin, like muscles to swim at a speed per hour 5 sea-mile in the water. North, whale, has a sharp horn like a drill oar to build himself's nest while drilling a hole in the rock's surface. Clerk, firefly. A large swarm of fireflies appear in the seaside. The abdomen can flash and lighten in the evening. Sarmi, riddle, is suspected by local people to be a universal creature identified from the standard body. Table, mirage, easily makes people to believe it and really appears on the wall of scenery. Score, mantis, cuts off the capture with his very sharp sickle to make it stop breathe, uses wings to fly very little. Red, toy baby, speaks in a language like human beings, but what they said isn't clear for us now it's been studied. Alub, shock, is a strong electricity that often appears outside the large power station. Booba, puff fire, sprays fire from the mouth, found near the heated brick bed of volcano whose body temperature is 1200 degrees Celsius. Carlo, shell, two long horns are full of strength. As long as he grips the opponent, he'll never loosen until capture is torn. Half, bull, beats himself body with two tails in a sound peepa peepa when rushing out. Carps, fish, is the weakest and face-losing monster in the world because of his poor force and poor speed. Carla, ferocious. Characteristic is very ferocious, the destroying rays sprayed from the mouth can burn everything. Labla, tool, can understand what a man said, has a high IQ, likes to carry passengers marching on the sea. Shape, changeable, consists of body cells, can recombine himself and become a creature else. Yeeb, evolution. There is a probability of evolution among 3 pocket monsters. These are precious pocket monsters. Shower, foam, consists of body cells like water's copy. It may disappear after dissolving in the water. Sundra, thunder. All the hairs can penetrate opponents like needles, standing upside down when getting angry or surprised. Boost, flame. There is a fire pocket that can spray a fire at 1700 degrees Celsius after absorbing air deeply. Pollock, Zizi, is a man-made pocket monster by the most advanced high-tech. Aomni, whirlpool, was an ancient pocket monster that lived in the sea long ago and swam curvedly by foot. Omst, whirlpool. The tentacle is well developed, like hand and feet. It can bite while embracing tightly. Sure, crust, is a regenerated pocket monster from the fossil of ancient creature. It preserves himself's body by his hard crust. Kabut, shell, swims freely in the water and catches food by sharp pincers to suck capture's body juice. Foffy, fossil, Z bracket Z thing, W music note SX SIR tilde backslash VW, L triangle VB bracket caret apostrophe. Apostrophe V R Z T ver E W E W D Carby, sleepy. Will never drop the idea if no eating 400 kilograms of food a day, but goes to sleep once he finishes eating. Freeze, is one of the pocket monsters in legend that flies away with a beautiful pose dragging a long tail. Thund, shock, is one of the pocket monsters in legend that flies in a sound pa like something crackles. Fire, flame, is one of the pocket monsters in legend that has orange wings like fire burning and placed himself above the object. Drago, dragon. Even a child is more than 2 meters high. Through exuviating repeatedly, it becomes bigger and bigger. Widra, dragon, is said to live in the water or lake. No wings, but the pose flying in the sky is seen by chance. Otter, dragon, flies in the sky with a big body and takes only about 16 hours to go 1 circle around the earth. Misu, gene, is often changed and recombined in gene studies, but unexpectedly has become into a ferocious pocket monster. And lastly, Mi, spirit, survived in the South Pole. It should be extinct pet long ago. Its IQ is very high and can remember everything. And there you have it, the complete illustrated handbook. But there's one more thing you can do with that. Remember that guy who said that he would give us something when we had completed the illustrated handbook? Or perhaps you remember it from playing Red and Green, He said he would give you something for completing the Pokedex. Red and blue, I mean. Well, I'm pretty sure you probably know by now how disappointing this is. But let's just see how disappointing it is in this particular version. Wahoo! Extraordinary! All the pages of Illustrated Handbook, Pet, finally have been collected. Congratulate you! Ah, are you compiling the Illustrated Handbook, Pet, aren't you? Extremely excellent! I only want so me beautiful if it's me. And that's all he has to say. I guess our reward is watching him glitch out of the text box, but hey, whatever. So, that about wraps up Pokemon Green. There's nothing really major I missed, I don't think. Probably some trainers somewhere, but I don't think it's really worth it to go and track down every last NPC that I missed. So, this has been Chag, and this is the end of Pokemon Green. Thanks for watching Compile Illustrated Handbook Pet again, and until next time, thanks for coming again next time.